Imagine an iPhone so thin it almost feels unreal, like a futuristic concept phone that somehow escaped the prototype stage and made it to the real world. That's exactly what the iPhone 17 Air is shaping up to be, and love it or hate it, this is one of Apple's riskiest moves in years. But here's the thing, the more we look into the leaks, the more it seems like this phone might not just be another experiment that fades away. It might actually surprise us. Welcome back, viewers. James here. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends if you want more deep dives into the coolest tech on the horizon. Now, let's get into the iPhone 17 Air, because this one's full of twists. When rumors first started swirling, most people wrote this phone off immediately. It was compared to the iPhone mini and the Plus models, both of which disappeared quietly from Apple's lineup because they never really clicked with buyers. Everyone thought, oh, great, another niche iPhone that'll vanish in 2 years. But then a new leak landed, and everything changed. A dummy unit of the iPhone 17 Air was spotted next to the iPhone 16 Pro, and the contrast was shocking. Suddenly, the Air didn't look like a throwaway idea. It looked like something entirely different. At just 5.5 millimeters thin, this thing could be the slimmest iPhone Apple has ever built. That's thinner than most people's wallets. And it's not just the size. The rumored sky blue finish looks stunning, almost glowing compared to the muted desert titanium of the Pro. You know how most iPhones today feel chunky and loaded with camera bumps. The Air flips it on its head. Instead of a cluster of lenses, it has a single, clean 8MP camera and a neat horizontal bar. It looks balanced, minimal, and honestly, kind of refreshing. But that design choice comes at a cost, and this is where the story gets interesting. To hit that ultra-slim profile, Apple had to make some brutal trade-offs. First, the battery. Inside is a reported 2,900 mAh, which means a lot of users will be charging twice a day or carrying Apple's new Snap-on battery pack just to get through. For some people, that's going to feel like a deal breaker. And the performance? The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to use a tweaked version of Apple's newest A19 Pro chip, but with one less GPU core than the Pro models. For everyday stuff like scrolling TikTok or watching YouTube, you won't notice. But fire up a graphics-heavy game or edit for 1,000 video, and you might feel that missing core, especially with heat management limiting how long the chip can run at full speed. That's not all. A thinner phone also means less room for advanced cooling, and fewer features overall. No triple lens camera setup, no promotion refresh rates, maybe even a single speaker instead of stereo sound. On paper, it looks like Apple stripped away all the extras just to make this thing featherlight. So the big question is, who is this phone really for? Here's where Apple's genius marketing comes in. While power users might dismiss the 17 Air, design lovers could fall head over heels for it. Imagine pulling out a phone so slim it makes even the Pro models look clunky. Imagine that gorgeous sky blue finish catching the light while everyone else's phones blend into the background. For a certain type of beer, that emotional appeal outweighs every logical reason not to buy it. And Apple knows that. We've seen this before. Apple doesn't always chase specs, they chase feelings. Think back to the MacBook Air when it first launched. People laughed at its lack of ports and weaker specs, yet it became a design icon. The iPhone 17 Air is shaping up to play a similar role, not the most powerful phone, but the one that makes a statement, the one you buy because it feels special every time you hold it. Of course, it could still flop. Battery degradation over time could make its already short life even shorter. People who buy it for the aesthetics might get frustrated 6 months later when they're hunting for a charger before lunch. And with a rumored flagship-level price tag, Apple is asking buyers to pay premium money for fewer features. Risky? Absolutely, but also kind of exciting, because whether it succeeds or fails, the iPhone 17 Air proves that Apple is still willing to take bold swings instead of playing it safe. In the end, this phone isn't meant to be for everyone. It's meant to stand out, to spark conversation, to divide opinion. And from what we've seen so far, it's already doing that. Some will see it as impractical. Others will see it as the most beautiful iPhone Apple has ever made. But either way, it's impossible to ignore. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly the kind of disruption Apple needs right now.